But I saw he was playing an account Siphon Kate deck, so I decided to bust one out too. First hand was a little iffy, but this one's great. If he's playing the same sort of deck, it was an HB deck that was splashing Archer with some priority requisitions. The idea being you can like cheat out an Archer with priority rec and beta test. The original version had troubleshooters, but he decided, I think, on cutting them because they didn't work out as well as he wanted in the store. But I didn't really get a chance to like hear all about that. So like, there's no way that this is something unless his hand is terrible. I think like he's not gonna like run the street balls on me like that. He knows that. I mean, like this ice like just tells me like, oh, he's playing account Siphon and stuff. So I mean, it could be brain damage. It could be like Victor or something. So why don't I run here and see if it's like some gigantic brain damage ice. If it's Toll Booth, that's no big deal. Because I can play self-modifying code and get Opus. It is Victor, so I'm going to click through it. Get an access. I don't want to lose my Corroder to brain damage. But I do want to make him res that ice. And it's just a roto turret. So he decided to install versus installing 2 ice here, which is a little like I don't know, it's aggressive. Like I'm playing indexing, but he's gonna ice up his thing there. That's probably like some sort of roto turret or something. So why don't I just face this first before playing any cards? Yep, that's the roto turret. Okay. So he goes down a lot of money. Why don't I quality time here? Now I could steal his last 3 credits. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Infiltration, run the Maker's Eye, and discard Plascrete. Just because this is like a lot of free accesses, and I don't want to give that up. Let's see if I can't get anywhere with this. Top 3 cards. Yep, got something. Jackson Howard is pretty good for him, but at the same time, I don't want to pay to trash it because I need money to get like an Opus economy online. And Power Shutdown. Okay, forgot about Power Shutdown. So, yeah, Power Shutdown obviously also in the deck with Archer there. It definitely helps kill fairies and data suckers, which are 2 of the primary ways to deal with gigantic ice. So having those sort of things available. Alright, so here he's playing Jackson Howard and using him. So I'm going to take this opportunity to run Siphons right up his face if he doesn't install new ice there. And he doesn't. So I don't know what this could be that like would totally blank my Siphon or anything like that, but I mean, like, worst case scenario, I guess Adonis campaign, right? So why don't I just check it? It is Adonis campaign, so I will trash it, and then I'll just Siphon and click through. Get a nice economy boost out of this one. And my hand is like really stacked. Like despite the fact that he doesn't have a barrier on the table, Corroder is a nice cheap one to be able to install like when he does land a wall of Static or an Eli, which last I checked were the things that he was playing, the barriers he was playing. I mean, now he's thinking about where to ice. He's like worried about HQ. Yep, time to ice up HQ. You can't be just giving it up that easy against Siphon decks. All right, so I'm gonna land another quality time here. Since I don't know what that is. Memchip is good. SMC is interesting. I could make him trash it. I could also just SMC for Opus immediately. So I'm actually just like gonna think about getting Opus here. Yeah, let's just do this. I'll do this at the beginning of his turn to save money. This way, like, I can still get the cape money from, self-modifying code and stuff. He could trash, but it's going to, like, burn his Jackson Howard out. And we'll see if he probably is maybe going to think about scoring here. But what I can do is I can... Well, I have a number of options, actually. Corroder is now safe. I did give him this scoring window, like he could score a beta test here. I could run here, run Jackson. That way if it's a beta test, like... Yeah, that seems pretty good, actually. I'm going to run R&D, get a free access. Successful demo, okay. Run Jackson. I don't want him getting, like, a free beta test. And he declines to shuffle, so... I'm just going to take some credits. I could actually, if he just, like, scores here, I could run the Maker's Eye on him with the same old Maker's Eye and see 3 more cards, which is a good amount. Here's the beta test, probably. Nope, Haas's press project. Ah, that's annoying. He gets his Jackson back. Or an Adonis back. And he can also install some free ice with it. That's much better than, whatever he was going to do otherwise. But I can still run a Maker's Eye on him. And then take Opus credits or play a Corroder. Having access to all the Siphons is pretty sweet. I've drawn all 3 now. I have an extra memory, so I can install the Corroder. What is this new server? Do I know what this is? What is that? I guess it's Adonis. Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's take some free headshots. Keep him locked. Restructure, annoying. Beta test again, awesome. Beta test again, semi-awesome. Haven't installed an icebreaker yet. But what do I need an icebreaker for? I have Magnum Opus. It's the best icebreaker there is. Just being rich. I have all the potential to install icebreakers. Eventually, like, when I get up to enough money, I'll be able to just, like, straight siphon him. Because, sorry, he says. It's only got 11. Aha, so he goes install advance. Alright, now the question is, do I want to try and pound this server? Now, if he's got an Archer chilling on this remote server, I could be in trouble. I could just install SMC and then run it. That actually seems okay. I could get Mimic and break Rototurret if this is like an Eli or something. If it's an Archer, then it's okay, like, for me to lose it. Yeah, it is an Archer. But at least I make him forfeit the agenda point. Thinking. Yeah, you can get my guys. So it is an Archer. Let's Well, he's drawn the one card, so why don't I check over here at least? That was maybe sloppy. I sort of like forgot that he could just win the game, or he could just arch me there. There's the next bronze. Okay, like no reason to like play SMC into it. I don't know. That was definitely sloppy. I don't like that play in retrospect. And I guess I'll draw. Like I don't have a lot better things to do than draw. There's a diesel. Okay. So his server is like pretty secure, but he's got to score 2 more agendas before I score 1 after this priority rack. I mean, he's gonna get the free res on the HQ ice or whatever. That is, if he wants to install it now. Like he might actually, yeah, he decides to ice instead because Archer is like pretty secure. He thinks, and I agree, it's really secure. Oh, and I turned on successful demonstration. Man, that was terrible. What was I doing? Okay, so let's diesel. This Escher could actually just win the game on the spot, couldn't it? Not really, actually. Let's just like install some shit. Oh, and I get a new Opus. That's good. Maybe I should have drawn before I did that because I just sort of like used that. I used that mod just to gain 1 credit, or I could have gained a lot more installing Opus. So I'm mad slops right now. He just goes. Okay, so he's installing ice over HQ to priority racket. Definitely, yeah. So probably an Archer here. Interesting, Eli. So this is probably all cheap ice. Like maybe this could be next bronze or a roto turret, and then this is probably the next bronze also. So why don't I start these siphons and this Escher are actually pretty terrible now because it's going to be so hard to get in here.
Sorry.
Why don't I'm just going to run here. See what it is. It is indeed next bronze. Okay, so now I can go get a Gordian Blade, and I could do that. I could play Opus, click for credits, but it's sort of like dangerous now. Like, I definitely gave up a really good position in this game. Feel sort of bad about it. I probably maybe should have like thought about the math on that, like play Opus first, and then click out. HQ probably doesn't have that many agendas in it, if any. He's got a lot of money. Like, he's pretty set for money, I think. And I just turned on more successful demos. Now what do I do? I think I really need to get economy online in this game. So let's just do that. I think if my economy is like good next turn, I can click for a credit and account siphon him and get it. Power shutdown for 0. Okay, so he gets my SMC. Forgot about that. Man, I'm just slopping out. So I'm probably just going to levy AR here because the siphons are so bad. Yeah, let's just do that. Try and get at a way to break in there. Ooh, this is pretty good. Next turn I can mod it in Crypsis counter, indexing run again. And that will be pretty good. If I hit an agenda on the first one, obviously, if he doesn't ice R&D here, I'll be in good shape. I can also just use Crypsis to get into any remote if he decides to install on it. I think if he had an agenda, he would have installed there because it was like a pretty easy window. Like, and there's like very, very low chance that I have a trick to get in. But we'll see. He just goes restructure, advance, advance. Interesting. Okay, so can I get into that server actually? I think probably. Like, I don't think he's playing a trap there, right? I love you too. No, I'm good. Alright, so let's do some math. Let's say I go credit, mod and Crypsis run. Can I break all the things on the server? Oh no, because I'd have to put a Crypsis counter on to get in, right? I would have to if I put a Crypsis counter on, then I can get in. So I would be up to 10 credits minus 1 is 9. That's like not even close to enough. Even if I let him trash, I can't let him trash any program, so I have to get up to 6. 6 strength on Crypsis, and then I have to break 3 subs. So that would be like enough to do that, but I'd be 2 off because I would have to put the counter on Crypsis to not lose it to Rototurret. So if I had a sure gamble in hand, that would be the game, but I don't. So instead, I'm going to go for the indexing play. And we'll see if I can't get there like this. A complete miss. Unbelievable. Alright. Well, that just happened. I'm going to give him power shutdown first. Then wall of static. Then Rototurret, next bronze, Jackson. Miss. Okay. And then I'm going to diesel, I guess. That's rough. So he's going to get like another priority requisition scored probably. This could just be a Vitruvius, which wouldn't be as bad. But if he has a priority requisition scored, that means that like all of his agendas now are wins. And I think there would only be 3 left. There would be 1 priority requisition and 2 Vitruvius. 2 Vitruvius if he's still playing that setup. So I can definitely like get in on this next turn if he lets me. I think virus counter. Gamble credits, that would be 11. That would be just enough. So I can get in on just enough if he lets me. So now he's thinking about whether he wants to, I guess, score this prior rack. Unless he's like playing an aggressive secretary now. And that was actually just a trap the whole time, and I'm really lucky that I didn't have 2 credits to get in on it. Maybe he's considering double power shutdown. He just advanced scores of Vitruvius with 1, and then power shutdowns me for 1 to get my mem chip. Okay, so that mills like a mediocre card off the top of his deck. He could have actually like milled extra cards if he was looking for agendas. I remember when power shutdown came out, my friends and I had like a long discussion about when it's reasonable to power shut down for more. He can actually power shut down back to kill the corroder here. I know there's nothing in HQ, right? He can power shut down for 2 to kill this corroder. So I'm actually going to put... I can put a virus counter on Crypsis, or I can draw a card. I think I'm going to put a virus counter on Crypsis. That's sure to like be useful. Oops. Oh, I meant put a virus counter on it, not remove it. Alright, so then he's going to almost certainly power shut down for 2 here and kill my corroder, and then he's going to like ice up R&D a little more. Maybe with... So he power shut down for 1. It would be like either the Rototurret or the next bronze. I don't... Now he's like drawing a card, so... he's going for the remote install instead. That opens up my options a little bit. I actually have a shot on R&D this turn, but I could also just take 8 credits. This is like almost assuredly like wall static next bronze or something. Maybe wall static rototurret or next bronze. It's some combination of wall static next bronze rototurret. So let's count about like whether I could actually get in. Let's say if I take 8 credits this turn, right? And then I just I mean, I think my best shots are on R&D. I'm not really 100% on that. How many more multi-access cards do I have? Because those would all be really helpful. So there's actually a lot left in my deck. So why don't I draw some cards, actually? Ooh, a Siphon. That's pretty good, too. Oh, quality time. Yeah, let's just check R&D. Jackson Howard. I think I knew what that was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the one that I saw. I actually don't know if I want to put a virus counter on Crypsis, but I probably will need money. Alright, so there's install advance. So he's got like, what, 2 agendas left in his deck or something? It's pretty rough on me. I probably can't get in here. There's probably no wall of static here, so even if I go like Crypsis, I probably can't do it. It's possible that if I Siphon him here, he won't have the money to res, but if this ice is like next bronze or something, then I won't have the click to win the game. So I'm actually just going to look for R&D multi-access here. There's a same old thing for indexing, but I wouldn't have the click to get in again. The question is now, I guess, should I diesel? Is there any benefit to dieseling? If I diesel and I draw an RDI, can I get in? Yes, because I can mod it in. So I guess I play diesel. There's a Gordian Blade. That doesn't really help me. So why don't I just... I mean, do I really care if I lose this Crypsis? Does it make a difference? I don't think so. Shame I didn't hit an RDI. I don't have any programs to go get either. Alright, so let's see if I get lucky. I don't think I'm a favorite to win here. Nope. Yeah, that was major fuck ups on my part.